Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian and I'm back with a new episode from Medieval Dynasty on the Oxbow Map. In one of the rainiest, most annoying summers that I've ever experienced. I honestly cannot say any more than that. The first day was quite annoying. The second day I was hoping it wouldn't rain anymore. Apparently didn't want to listen to me. So yeah, here I am just surviving the rain. Oh, come on, for Pikachu's sake. It allowed me for a couple seconds there. I just realized I never actually placed roads in between. There's also a high chance they cannot be placed. I might need to get a fresh start. Okay, that's enough messing around. Yeah, so it turns out that I've also had a decent harvest when it comes to fruit. Speaking of, I forgot to actually get this one opened as a recipe. Ooh, that's a huge production of fruit. Okay, lots of oats, lots of hopes as well. Yep, so now I just need lots of bottles to where the Pikachu is my hut. Okay, so first of all, I need some wooden bowls for my kitchen. In the previous episode, I started cooking a little bit since I have a food stall and also plenty of villagers. Only to realize that I actually didn't have that many wooden bowls, so might as well finish the job. Nope. 100 should be enough. Yeah, so the reason why I'm using the mushrooms is because my villagers will start, my herbalist will start getting more in the autumn. Okie let's get 30 of these. So I can use those mushrooms, or maybe in the future I will just need to decrease the amount that's being harvested. Carrots, not bad. I'm also trying to offer some variety to my villagers. I will need to get some of this as well, but first let's drop the rest. I always advise you, if you're cooking large batches, make sure to have your food storage next to the kitchen. Okay, so basically right now my farmers are getting busy on planting lots of cabbage, which means next season I'm going to get a fresh high batch of cabbage. Okie dokie. Once again, nighttime, if you have the production buildings close to your house, is perfect to do these jobs. I also have lots of flax stocks that need to be turned into thread, as well as plenty of wool that needs to be turned into thread. Also, I just remember that I just harvested lots of flax, but didn't go through with processing it into flax stocks. Okay, so I'm going to get 130 pieces of fabric. Yeah, so these you might need either to craft some clothing, although in my case I don't need to do that anymore, or to simply upgrade things around or decorate. I haven't actually done much decorating, or in case of the linen fabric, you will need them to open more market stalls. This is why I decided to process them. Okay, it's quite late. Let's go to sleepy, and hopefully the next day will not be so rainy and annoying. Okay, looks decent. Never mind, it doesn't look decent anymore. Usually I know autumn is supposed to be the season of rain. Apparently, uh, this game doesn't always work like that. Okay, so like I said, I do have plenty of flax that I need to process. I bought some, and also most of it comes from my own production. Also, I did buy lots of wheat, rye, and some oats to process into grain. So the reason why I'm buying these, even though I'm producing quite large quantities myself, is first of all to do the threshing and turn them into both grain and straw, but also to get some additional farming experience. Works faster than having to work on the fields. Basically, working on the fields, it would take me quite a bit of time to properly process this into actually seeding it. Meanwhile, I think the experience I'm getting is smaller, but I am able to get it faster from just processing things. Still need to process some more flour. Yeah, so basically, anything you're processing in the barn will give you some additional experience. Initially, I didn't think I will need my horse. Sadly, I don't need it. Where are you, mate? Yeah, so basically, I shouldn't have needed it to travel, but I need it for something else. So if you have things that are heavy and you need to process in one building, like I'm doing now in the barn, and you have a resource storage next by, you can just leave your mount in the middle, process quite high amounts of these. Okay. You're basically getting lots of farming experience and farming technology from this. Okay, this is quite a huge amount that I'm going to get. It will probably need to be sold partially at some point. Yeah, so in some cases, if you produce too much, you can just place the things on sale at the market stall. Or if you want, you can go all over the map and sell them. Yeah, so like I said, now I'm way too overloaded. So best I can do is transfer most of those to the mount. Then transfer them back to my inventory. And there we go. Easy as it should be. Okay, so I'm still close-ish to this. I'm not even sure I want the apiary yet because I don't have enough farmers to spare. I can, however, make some more of these and at some point use them. Okay. Okay, you can stay here now. Next on the plan is to grab some fish tart to get my stamina bonus. And now process all of that flax before I forget about it. Yeah, so at this point I don't necessarily need to turn it into fabric. It's okay just to leave it as thread as long as it's in my resource storage. If at some point it will be necessary, I can easily get it. Might as well process that wool too. I never know when I'll get back to doing this. Okay, and next I do need some bottles crafted. Okie dokie. Okay. For Pikachu's sake. Yeah, I need to do one more thing. I'm basically not getting enough clay at the moment, even though I'm getting a decent amount. I don't need this much, 200 should be okay. Let's check this one. Oh, no need for that much, mate. Go with 50, leave it at 60, and get clay for the rest. Yeah, so basically, if you want to get some clay vials, this is quite easy. Only costs you one clay. On the other hand, the bottles will require quite a lot. I'm going to get 69 bottles, use all of that clay. I think I might have too much fruit for this. Okay. Come on, let's get 70 of those and process the fruit. Yeah, so I have quite a decent sized orchard. First of all, let me take care of this. I knew it was bound to happen. I'll add it later if it's necessary. Until then, let's see. The cheese can be sold. Okay, so as you can see, if I would have left that, I would have lost 195 coins per day. It's definitely not worth losing it. Okie dokie. Let's go and get some wine. So, like I said, I do have quite an extended orchard over here. I still need to extend it further. Have plenty of cherries, plenty of basically I have a little bit of each, but most of them are cherry trees and plum trees, because that's the most expensive wine you can get. So once again, if you want to produce wine, first of all, you will need the technology up to the maximum, so you can have a tavern. You will need to first unlock the juice recipes. After that, you need to unlock the wine recipes. Uh, Basically, the resources you need are 20 berries, 20 for the cherries, 20 for the plums, 10 pears, and 5 apples. So, yeah, but on the other hand, like I said, two of them actually have a higher value when it comes to the wine. So we have 320 for the plum, 310 for the cherry. This one is not so expensive, but it does require less fruit. This one is quite cheap, but again, it does require less fruit. And this one is kind of useless. Okay, so first of all, after you've unlocked that, you can come over here to the juice press. You will need to initially craft juice out of the fruit that you have. See exactly how many bottles I can get. Probably process all of it. So first I'll go with the plums and the cherries. If there are any bottles left, I'll process the rest. Okay. And I think this is it. Yeah, it does take, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years to actually get the fruit after you first do the seeding, and then you'll need to wait for another year to get another batch of fruit. Each summer you get some more. From what I've seen so far, it doesn't look like the villagers are consuming them. So most of the time I just end up placing them on the market stall and sell them. It looks like my villagers are doing badly with something. Yeah, so as you can see, you can actually get quite a lot of money if you start going around the map and sell them in one go, but that's basically limited to that season. Okay, what do you need, my friends? Oh, and as I was saying earlier, you will start needing those materials quite soon. Let's just go with 30 so I don't have to get them for a while. Yeah, so I need to have a look at the rest of the tools. I've kind of been skipping crafting things, so not sure how happy my villagers are about not having them. I forgot to check them again. Okay, but I do have plenty of iron to spare. Okay, so I definitely need at least 10 more axes. I definitely need 10 more pickaxes, not so many sides. 4 of these might be needed, 5 of these, some more knives. So, yep. It's on. Maybe some iron arrows as well. Yeah, I do have a well, but I'm too lazy to go to it. Okay, now let's get some iron ready. Yeah, so like I said, I do have 2 mines, and I've also bought some iron ore. I already had some bars stored in my main storage, and apparently lots of them over here. Uh, yeah. Okay, so when you have this issue, you can do what I'm doing right now. Drop them, get to the anvil, grab them, use the anvil. Let's see, 8 of these. I'm going to call my horse in, because there is a high chance that I will still need more transport. Okay, basically, I think these might be enough for 2 trade seasons, maybe. Especially since I'm not using them that much. To take a quick look at how my villagers are doing. Especially my farmers, because I have left quite a couple of fields for them to tend. I'm not honestly sure they can do it very well. Okay, Mr. Horsey. What a Pikachu? Aha. Still too heavy. Okay, that was a surprise. Horsey, come here, mate. Oh, finally, they started singing. Okie dokie, you can stay here, 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 you can stay here. No. Eh. Come on, mate. Why did you go all the way down here? Okay. Poor Horsey is carrying too much. I was wondering why he's so slow. Only to remember that I gave him such a huge burden. Okay, so these should actually last for quite some time. But I do need to make some more arrows for later on. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, and now let's see where I can move my fishing hut. Yeah, so like I previously said, I have quite a few buildings over here that I need to demolish, but a few of them are still standing and the fishing hut is still used. So I'm planning on having the fishing hut moved to this side. Now, I do kind of need it close to this. So I'll just see exactly. I think this might actually be the best choice. Let's see if I can place it. Perfect. Yeah, so the reason why I need the fishing hut over here is, like I said, to get rid of it from the other side, where I plan on turning everything into fields. And also, I needed it in this specific location. Oopsie, daisy. Because of the proximity of this. So I can actually process fish over here because I'm usually buying large quantities. I can process them and then quickly transport them. Otherwise, if I left it there and ended up with lots of fish to process while demolishing the food storage, it would have definitely spelled disaster. Okay, so currently I'm selling lots of dried fish meat. I'm usually buying fish and also using the one that I have in the village. So I can turn it into fish meat and get some survival experience. Most of it goes into fish tarts. Well, not most of it, part of it goes into fish tarts. And whatever's left can easily go into dried fish meat and be sold. Okay, like I said, I need another house. I'm not going to use it just yet, it's going to be used the next season. I also forgot that these guys need lights. Let's see if I actually have enough resources. Of course, I never bloody have them. I always try my best to spare as much space as possible when it comes to building houses. Okay, so this is why it takes a little bit time to place them. Yeah, I do. So far, I haven't actually used this area so much in previous gameplays, playthroughs. But it's very flat and very nice. I was building somewhere around here, but it's not always working the best. Also, it doesn't give you such a huge surface where you can build things next to each other. So this is why I'm trying to use the space as nicely as possible. At some point I used to build over here as well, but there's an important source of meat and leather here, some moose that you can hunt. I don't want to do that. Also, the area is not that flat. This area is also quite nicely placed for fields. since you cannot turn them around. So yeah, I do prefer this area much more than any other. Okay, I'm going to place another house next to that one. And then I'm going to go craft some annoying might actually be able to place another one. Then I'm going to go craft some annoying planks before destroying some buildings. Okay, let's see if it actually fits. Pretty sure it won't. Oh, it actually does. Okay. What about other way around? Yeah, thought so. Trying to weasel my way into placing it. Nope. Okay, this is much better. Because I want to start building other houses over here. Okay. Yeah, so as soon as I will finish some more buildings, I am planning to also start getting a fence around the animal shelters. Currently have all of them over there. And they do have fences, they have their own enclosures. The main issue is I want to somehow make it look like a proper village, protect them some more. Although, as far as I remember, no one will attack them. Now let's do some planking, followed by destroying buildings. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like at least during the summer I might actually need more farmers. So they seem to be doing better. To be fair, on the first day I didn't have that many farmers. Currently I have 4. Also, I did have lots of fruit that needed to be picked up. So this kind of makes it more logical to why they couldn't finish those, but they still have 1 day, so yeah. As long as I have 4 of them, it might still be okay. Okay, so right now I want to turn quite a huge amount of logs into planks. So I need to double check on exactly how much my workers are producing. Okay, not bad. Plenty of logs. Okay, so they're actually doing a decent job. Can, however, decrease this. I honestly don't need more than 200 logs per day. I'm not building that much. Okay, that should be better. So I don't have to end up getting planks. Okay, so I need to turn 100 more after this. So first of all, I need to finish the houses. Each of them will require 80. And second of all, I might need for other buildings. Thirdly, I still need lots of buckets for some reason. Oh, actually, no, there isn't. First of all, I'm getting plenty of milk from the cow shed. Secondly, it seems like my water carrier is starting to do a better job. Okay. Never know which one to actually go with here. Going with this one. Although this basically applies when I do the extraction myself. And I'm kind of not doing it. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm also going to craft some buckets. I need lots of water at the moment. First of all, to make bread from time to time. Secondly, I haven't touched my herbalist hut in a long time. So it might actually be necessary to process the plants. Basically, they will get stored in your resource storage. The main issue is it's not that helpful because they will just occupy space in there. Although, to be fair, right now I have a decent storage. Like I said, this one is going to get demolished. Okay, so first of all, let's move the fisherman. If I remember where I can find it. Kikoki, nope. I don't need to care about that. My friend. Which one are you? Okay, lots of working people over here. Sure. Kikoki. For all these, I think should suffice. 2 for the moment. 3, and let's see. Yeah, that's a decent balance for what I need. One thing I did forget. I have lots of fishing spears, but I left them inside this. So I'm just going to transfer them over here so I don't end up wasting time walking away. Yeah, so now that the fisherman has moved, I can finally demolish these, especially this. Okay, this was unexpected. Again, a bit unexpected. Yeah, so in my case, it's quite convenient to destroy these buildings, mostly due to test the Master of Destruction perk. Otherwise, it's not that advantageous. Basically, with that one activated, you will get 50% of the resources back. You will still get resources back even without it, but you'll get less than that 50%. Not honestly worth it without it. Although in the end, if you don't need the space comes before anything else. Okay, so when it comes to the storages, you don't need to worry, even though you can access it, and apparently there's things inside it. Doesn't matter that much, because it's common inventory shared by all of them. Okay, and now the hardest, heaviest part, this. Yeah, so for the food storages, I might end up having to build another one, since they don't store that much, unfortunately, and I'm quite far from getting the level 3 one. Okay, that is perfect. Now fields will be ready here. Still need to get rid of that tree, apparently. Come on, mate, move it. Yeah, and this is what happens when you don't have the food for the stamina buff, and you're also overloaded. However, I did get lots of logs back. Okay. I think I will move these at some point from here, or at least the huntsmen. I need to kind of make this area look nicer. But that will be again somewhere in the future. Also need to chop off more trees apparently. Plenty of things to do. Okay, let's triple check over here. Yeah. I'm not 100% happy about this. I need to cancel some of the fields and rebuild from scratch. But again, that will be another time. I don't want to waste time with it. See, I'm curious if I can actually build around. Oh, that's perfect. Wasn't sure how far my resource storage is rich. Let's see. Oopsie. Okay, I think I will definitely need another one of these. Also, what the Pikachu is my herbalist doing? Oh, yeah, now I know. Yeah, so usually I had my herbalist collect some berries. I gave up on it. I was surprised that I didn't have any berries. I didn't have them for a good reason, apparently. Okay, let's move these. Like I said before, these guys can go into basically any tavern around and sing. On this map, there's only one tavern in the settlements, one in the town of Piastovia, and then you can build one or more for yourself. Speaking of building for yourself, let's go back to sleep. First, the food. Yeah, I still can't believe how fast my villagers are draining those fish tarts. It's not like it actually gives them anything, but they do love to drain them. Yep. Like I was saying earlier, I have lots of plants in the herbalist hut. So basically in the storage, since they don't actually go in the herbalist hut. So I'll need to process them. Ooh. How dare you not be fully upgraded, my friend. Well, much better. There we go. So, where are you? Here. King of. Yeah. I actually forgot to upgrade it. And this is quite important, since you can actually hire a second herbalist. Always remember, if you're upgrading a building, the worker will disappear, you'll need to reallocate them. Okay, 26 vials. Okay, I was actually waiting to be able to do that. And I do have plenty of coins, so I might as well unlock all of them. I'm not unlocking all of those though. Okay, so first of all, let's make some poison. Next, iron poisoned arrows. These I'm using for hunting, so 100 plus the 20 something I already had should be okay for some time. Okay, and now I need clay vials to actually produce potions. It's a good thing that I recently increased my clay production, although it's still quite a bit small. Okay. Nearly forgot about this. Fortunately, it's not that much, but still better than nothing. Speaking of that, now I can use some of it to unlock some more thingies. That was surprising. Yeah, so although I'm not placing wattle fences, I do want to have them unlocked. Nice. Okay, so for the moment that's about it. I still need to have some money left. Also, I need to convert these into some bronze knives with the next season coming, so I can trade them around and get some more coins, especially after doing such an investment. And I also need to finish those houses. Okay, now I need to transfer that at some point. Okay, let us do houses. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm still in need of a couple of workers. I need quite a few farmers. First of all, because some of my animal husbandry buildings are lacking. Some due to not finding enough workers, some due to maternity leaves. Perfect. Let's make sure they're all built. Yep. You could do it, a man. Yeah. Let's triple check what else needs to be done. Okay. So I need to get one more herbalist. I am slowly, not very slowly, so I will need a fisherman for the moment. I do need some more farmers though, since I'm planning to expand my fields. I want to start that good goose house as well. So basically I need 1, 2, 3, around 6 farmers each. That sounds quite a lot. 1 herbalist. That's already the 7 spaces that I have. So I'll need to build a bit more. I am planning to start getting people on the production buildings. And some more market stalls. Well, that's going to be in a future episode. My village is taking shape better and better. I do want to expand this marketplace a little bit. I'll probably go for 8 of these in total. Yeah, so doing quite decently at the moment, but not the best. So until next time, if you've seen anything useful or you have any advice to share or any perspective on how you're doing things, or you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. And until next time, have a good time. Bye bye.